At 90s Bambina, the tweet I read from this person earlier, I think you're female, had a tweet that came before, which was, first, that man will behave the same way if it were his daughter. In fact, if it happened to his child, he would be the one to say nobody would care about it. He doesn't care about the girls involved, he cares about what people will say. It's just terrible. And this is something I wanted to say before I read her tweet, but I kept quiet and I didn't know this is what she said. Because for someone like that, and he had the nerve, he had the audacity to mention in that he has a 17-year-old daughter. If truly, I feel like he wouldn't act any different if it were his daughter, sadly. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to say it, but someone said it before me. Sounds like the kind of person that would do everything to shush it instead of doing the right things. How dare you? Even people who don't have children yet will not have it. You have children already and you're talking like this? No, now. At Moritala _100 on Twitter says, this is really absurd hearing that man calling for settlement upon the gravity of the act the boy committed. Good morning, Barrister. At Onuche _SJ, good morning, Barrister Onichi. I am still trying to phantom this whole episode in my head. How can a pastor take part in collecting judgment? It's absurd hearing this. I'm against rape and domestic violence. Please, it's time to nurture what this means. I'm not sure I don't understand. Apologies. At Osezwa Clifford says, even in the Bible, those that offended God and repented still serve their punishment. Example is King David of Kings, Paul, and so on. I hate it anytime he mentions throwing away baby with the bathwater. I hate nonsense. Honestly, I don't like what I hate.
If there was judgment on Lot's wife, she looked back, became a pillar of salt. Say, ah, God, why now? She didn't go back, she just looked back. You know, there are ways, the way this society is, and this is the problem. Now the pastor's office is so, God forgive me, useless, that they themselves annihilated their position because they started being involved with things that they ought not involve themselves with. My father was a former director of police affairs. I was in the University of Ibadan one time. I was robbed. He didn't want me to stay in town, but I wanted to do business. So I left the hostel accommodation. I was in Sultan Bello Hall and I came to Bodija. I got a small place and I was robbed. So I went to the police station with a couple of my friends, and when I told them that, so happened, I filled the statement form, and they saw my son name, that Omoshebi. So the DPO was entering when the man said, Omoshebi, which Omoshebi? And I said, Omoshebi from Akure North local government. So the DPO now turned and said, do you know Kayode Omoshebi? That's my father. And I said, the one in Kenya. I said, yes. He now said, is that your father? He said, yes. He looked at me in disbelief that how would director son be, and we would not. So he now picked up a call and just called my father's office directly from Bodija police station to Ikeja pensions office here. And my dad picked and he just greeted that side. But he doesn't even know my dad, but he just wanted to be sure that someone was not using the father's name. He had not read the statement that I'm a complainant. He just asked my dad, sir, please, do you have a son in Ibadan, in the University of Ibadan? My father said, what happened? He said, do you know Anolumide? My father said, my friend, what
is the problem?
happened? He said, no, I just wanted to confirm. My father just said, is he in your police station? The man said, yes. You know what my father said? Arrest him.
I don't want to hear
The man was not like, no, sir, he just wanted to say, arrest him, and my father cut the phone.
Hey, if he has done
The
anything, don't beg me.
next thing, I am being led, and the DPO was so sad that he didn't know that he now took me to his office. So he sat down there, he didn't know, because he can't put me in the cell. I was the complainant. Until much later, my dad now called back and said, what happened? He did not even hear what happened. He ordered that they lock me up. Because he would say, who sent you there? Did I tell you to go to town? I told you to stay in school. So when he heard I was a complainant, then I said, give me the phone. And I greeted him and said, were you hurt? He said, no. Omondo, you want to live in town now? Well, I just get there, he drove back to it's very simple. But the man said, arrest him. He did not even want to hear what I went to do at the police station. You have to raise your children. they say when you train your children, you would enjoy your grandchildren. But when you refuse to train your children, you will train your grandchildren.
And this is someone, your father, that is, who with one word, if whatever you did,
Yeah, he would have just said,
just
release him. He said, arrest him. The man said, sorry, sir. He said, arrest him.
Honestly. Sky Girl on WhatsApp. Good morning, Happy New Year. Barrister and Odidichi, this audio recording just reminded me of a case in my office, in brackets, a hospital. 39 years old lady still has a crisis, screaming, leave me alone till date. Once she hears a male voice from the background, it's a big problem. The case is so bad that she's on a wheelchair. God help us. Wow.
It will be trauma, rape, from abuse.
Jesus Christ. Repeated. No. The guy does not
No.
It's not what somebody
See, this just
plead
is
for.
reopening old wounds.
Oh my goodness.
About 7 years ago, we had a matter. The mother was 8 months pregnant, that is the wife. And the daughter was 4 months pregnant for the same father. And they were living in the same house. The man impregnated both his wife and daughter at the same time. The daughter was 17.
What's she going to tell that
And when, they concealed it, when I was informed, I did not believe. I was stopped by their pastor who said that, he has repented. He is, so let us not make this matter. I said, what? Do you know what you are saying? That was one of the days that I almost hit a pastor. He said that, he has repented. Repented of what? So when the daughter gives birth to the child, it will be her father. The daughter's grandfather is also the father, and then will be cousins to the mother's child. Do you understand? Who the mother would now be her own step. Let me not even tell. It is so the brother will be her brother.
Like, what would she tell her
the
father?
child will
What would
be
she tell the baby?
her brother,
Sorry.
and then the baby's cousin. How do you even want to?
She will tell the baby your father is also your
And
grandfather.
you are put in the same house. You are going to church. You put the girl in the house. You don't let her go out so that people will not. 4 months pregnant, and the mother 8 months pregnant for their father and the husband. What I'm telling you, policemen will tell you that at times you will tell them they arrest this man. Next thing you say they've released him in the evening. Now what is the use of calling policemen? The policemen are right, because you are the same people that will come and insist that they release this person. If they say no, you go around, start looking for people that know them. This pastor will sit down there and say, do you know how many pastors that are shorties for people that they don't even know? They will just say, don't worry, release him. He comes to my church. He's skinny. And they know. And that is the problem. They know all these criminals. And they put them in the same building with innocent people that don't know. And then you would allow them to be Sunday school teachers when you know they are pedophiles. There's a case that I think I brought I don't know if I brought the woman here. The man is an AP. That is a parish pastor. He was charged for defilement of a minor and went to Kirikiri. And he's still a parish pastor. Their housemaid. Now, I brought the matter here. I think I brought the woman here. I brought the woman here. And the man also sexually assaulted their housemaid, who now went to a police station to report. The man was called. This gentleman pastor brought like 4 other pastors. Their area pastor came. How is it that you come to tell somebody and then in the same place was beating the wife? Was beating the wife. The wife is also connected to a media organization. Beating the wife. Have sexual. And today, guess what? He's still the area. He's a young boy. He is still the area pastor. I wanted to, they just pleaded with me that Chebi na their church. You don't talk. They never ask say who it be. I called I called another area pastor. I called another parish pastor, a friend of mine. I called him to come and sit down at the state CID to come and listen to what his pastor. He could not even talk because they did not know he was also a pastor in their organization. So when they had finished talking and I introduced them, so they kept quiet. You see, when I'm advising people, I do it on air. You can record me and play it anywhere. But these people will be giving people advice under the hush-hush, closed door, locked windows, because they don't want other people to hear what they are saying. They know what they are saying is wrong.
That doesn't glorify God. I don't know what they think, what people think Christianity is. That's not Christianity. That does not glorify God. If anything, you should ensure that justice is served. That is the right thing to do, so that nobody will come to you with such requests. WhatsApp, Onini and Barrister, good morning. Wonderful program. Even if the boy is remorseful, he should be severely punished. I agree with you. The man is blabbing rubbish. Shegun from Ontario, Canada is asking if if the recording can be used as evidence to prosecute the pastor as an accomplice.
I don't even know him. It was a phone call. I don't know him.
Good morning, Onyiche and Barrister Lunde. Like I did boil, I did remove sweat. Some men are not fit to be pastors. This is unbelievable. God. Mayor from Mount 12. I'm not going to read the last concluding comments because she doesn't deserve that. She's not her father. She doesn't have to pay for her father's mistakes. Okay. So annoying. What has our Nigerian pastors turned into lately? Do we still truly have men of God of pastor and perseverance? See, that's the sad thing. There are true men and women of God. There are true ones. You see, these bad eggs are now spoiling the whole thing, and it's so sad.
That is
so
those
sad.
that want to be, not even the called for. You understand? But people that don't have the capacity to be pastors, and that is why I warn all these churches that are expanding on all kinds of. They just carry this one anointing to be pastor here. You want to open a branch here. You just start putting all kinds of people there.
99.3. Back to my phone lines. Good morning. Your name, please. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
To believe this is not the first time this is happening. And most times what I tell people is we Nigerians, we are hypocritical with the truth. By the time somebody commits a crime and that person is to be punished, you will hear let's temper mercy with justice, or let's temper justice with mercy, whichever one it is. Now, the thing is, I'm an advocate of public prosecution. What I mean by public prosecution is from the arrest, it should be public. It should be made to be televised or radiovised if it is possible. To the court proceedings, it should be made public. Then to the execution of the judgment of the court, it should be made public. Because I could remember when we were small, when they were had what's it called, firing squad.
Alright, that wasn't me, that was network, but thank you for your contribution.
I remember the firing squad at Babbage then. We used to live at Babbage Towers, so we would see. Anyways, let's go on.
People just watching this tragic. 99.3, good morning. Thank you for calling. Your name, please. We can hear you. You're speaking to him and Lagos and the world.
Everyone's opinion here now.
Okay, go ahead.
Defense, there is the room for office of defense. That's why we have armed robbers being defended in the court by lawyers. So because of the issue of rape, pastor will not change his position as a pastor. So he have his own opinion, but I don't know why everyone is attacking
It was not me. If you hear beep, no be cut and now.
I would not. It seems the man is absolutely ignorant. The position is that an accused cannot defend himself in court. You have to be called to bar to be able to speak in court. So that is why you need a lawyer to speak for you. The lawyer is not coming to turn water to wine, to tell them you did not commit the offense. He's coming to speak, to interpret what you are saying. If the law, anybody could speak in court, then you would not need a lawyer to come and speak. So when you say a lawyer is coming to defend, the lawyer is coming to interpret what you are saying because you are not qualified to speak in court before a judge. You don't know the law, you don't know the procedures, the legal procedures. The lawyer will do all that for you so that he can say what you are saying. The lawyer is not saying something different. He would say what you are saying. So for this gentleman to call with such
Literally, so ignorant.
not even ignorance, he was so disconnected from the gravity of the offense,
I mean,
then you know, it's not them. It's just simple.